Mire, carajo, un santuario satánico. Practicando brujería aquí en mi municipio.
El ejército.
Practicando brujería. Diario, mochando cabeza. Ustedes están todos mochando cabeza de potro y matando animales. Aquí se... Ya está bueno. Un santuario satánico aquí. Oye, no te me muevas. No te me muevas, Jay. No te me muevas. No te me muevas. No se me mueva. Todos los días practicando brujería. No se lo va a permitir aquí en mi municipio. No se puede. A nadie le voy a permitir practicar brujería aquí en mi municipio.
Ya tú sabes, llegó el ejército.
No, para el ejército.
Nadie va a estar jugando ni que con brujería. Yo no sé de dónde. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Bashem El Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect and all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Thaman from GMS Toronto. This is brother Thaman from GMS Toronto coming at you with another video. And what you see there is a modern day witch hunt, which everyone always talk about the Haitians when it comes to witchcraft, Salakia outside. But no one talks about the other tribes, and I always say this from day one. The other tribes are a bunch of hypocrites, right? You always call out, you know, the one that you hate the most, right? Which most Dominicans, you know, they're down the Haitians, saying Haitians are, you know, witches and they do witchcraft. But here we are, a video of Dominicans practicing brujeria, okay? And this is the reason why we came over here on these boats, man, because the Lord had had enough of us dealing with these unfamiliar spirits. Give me 2 minutes. So like, yeah. Right, dealing with these familiar spirits and being seers and witches and warlocks, right? The Lord had had enough, and He put us on those damn ships, man, right? When you go throughout the whole Caribbean, you go to Jamaica, you go to St. Lucia, you go to St. Vincent, you go to Grenada, you go to the Dominican Republic, you go to Cuba. All these islands, they all practice witchcraft, man. So when you see certain things happen on the islands, don't be alarmed, because no one's innocent, man. Right? This is Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Right? And this is going into rebellion and going into breaking the first commandment. Right? No other gods before me. This is Exodus 20:3, and it says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Right? Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. So when in that video you saw a guy, the man, the police officer, running up on these witches, telling them they shouldn't have no altars, right? Yeah, all that was there was a bunch of altars, man. Right? So like, yeah, I'm outside. Yeah, all that was there was a bunch of altars, and they were bowing down to those altars, calling on other gods, right? Or the name of other gods, which the Heavenly Father hates when His people do stuff like that, right? He hates when Jakes are into the whole witchcraft, man. Right? And now it's coming out on all you tribes. All you tribes are involved in this. All you tribes are involved in witchcraft. All you celebrities. You go to these little villages, man. You go to these little villages in Haiti, Dominican Republic, Trinidad, wherever you want to go, right? New Orleans, and you pretty much consult these witches, right? But the word is out. The word is out. and these police officers are getting involved, right? And they're banishing these witches, right? Which this should be punishable by death, in a real way. This should be punishable by death. All you witches and warlocks should be ousted and burnt, right? Because that's what the Lord's gonna do to this place. All these witches are about to get so like, hold on. Hi. All these witches are about to get a fiery death. That second death is about to come, right? It's just the same way you see these men. These they're doing a righteous thing. These other men, they be bound down to Caesar Borgia too, but they're doing the righteous thing and ousting this witchcraft out of their land, right, and out of their lives. It says here, verse 5, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I am the Lord thy power, and I'm a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of thy fathers upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Right? So you worshiping other gods, getting into witchcraft, you hate the Lord, right? Because if you're not calling on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then you hate him. If you don't worship Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you hate him. It doesn't matter if you know him or not, right? And you hate the Lord, man, right? So we're seeing a ounce of righteousness in this wicked kingdom, right? Most of it is wicked anyways, but at least we see flashes of it. Flashes of it is always good, right? Because this thing is a thing that stretches out, man. It spreads. Wickedness spreads, right? If they don't outlaw these things, it's going to be the new religion, right? Right now, most of these cults and underground religions are all underground, right? So you don't really get to see them. You don't really get to hear them like how you see other religions to the forefront. But these things are very powerful. That's the reason why they do these things in the dark and in the secrets where no one can see them. And the Lord always talk about blotting out wickedness out of Israel, because if you don't traumatize these people, then that's how you see wickedness spreading, right? That's not the one I'm looking for. Nope, that's not it. But anyways, it's supposed to blot these wickedness out. Just like in the law, it tells you that's the way wickedness spreads. When let me just get this sentence: of a speedy matter is not executed. Ecclesiastes, I think 8, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, right? The beheading of these witches, the burning of these witches is not executed speedily, so they think it's all right, right? Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is full to set in them to do evil. Salakia, right? Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them. So it shall be well with them that fear the Lord, or Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? So all these altars are going to be broken. Merodach, I'll just get this up in the cold. Merodach shall be broken. All these altars are about to be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord, man. And that's what we're telling you people now. I think this is in Jeremiah. I think this is in Jeremiah. Yep, Jeremiah 50:2. And it says here, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard, right? Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken into pieces. And this goes into their witchcraft, right? That's what you see flourishing in in this wicked society, man. Right? Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. Right? And the wine of Babylon the Great has spread exceedingly throughout the earth. Their witchcraft, you see, it's being prevalent amongst our people now. They're not hiding their wickedness, man. These days, people are not hiding anything. So it's always good to shame them. Shame doesn't even work in these lands anymore, man. It doesn't work. Right? So that's why the Lord has to take these people out with death and destruction, because, you know, back in the day, shame, you know, when you try to shame a person, you know, it'll pretty much put them on the straight and narrow. But these days, no one cares about shame. No one has any shame. So witchcraft is not going to be calling people a witch in the years to come. It's not going to be anything shameful, man. Because over here in Canada, we see witches all the time. Every Saturday they're out in black. You go to buy incense or anything or candles at these stores, and there they are. You know, you can see by their countenance, man. By reading these scriptures, you can read these people's spirits and see what they're into. Anyways, man, all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect and all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. Shalom.